from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills, apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Cousins on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice. That's pretty good. That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too. They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That third down conversion good for 23.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Taken down.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain. Brings up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
first down, Vikings.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
42-yard line.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Are we playing old school football now? We got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 40.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Marking, run the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this one through the uprights and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
First down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
6 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 20.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
25 yards to the house. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Eric Kendricks in on the
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. So So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and this a 6-point differential as they've gone to halftime. Meet Cole Hardman, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down at the
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Cook following the penalty. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Cousins hands to
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ingram again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage to the contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On the carry.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think? We're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal.
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Pass incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson will throw again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Minnesota.
Cousins on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he is into the Hollywood Marquise Brown. 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 7. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. He's back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Baltimore, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.